Your phone buzzes. The floor drops. A cold sweat coats your neck as you stare at a screen that feels like an active bomb. You aren't checking a message, you are checking a verdict on your own life. You read the words, but you hunt for the subtext. A period at the end of a sentence feels like a physical punch. You're paralyzed, calculating every comma like it's a line in a high-stakes contract. Leave a mark under this video if you recognize your own reflection here. Subscribing is the first step toward reclaiming your quiet. Don't just watch, join the few who refuse to be easily hunted. Most people tell you it's just a text. They lie. It's a digital leash and you are the one being choked. Every notification is a tiny sharp tug on your throat, reminding you that you aren't free. You fear the silence more than the noise. You think if you don't answer now, you will be erased. You are a hostage to an algorithm of approval, and the ransom is your peace of mind. Let's dig in. Let's look at Ethan. He spends 20 minutes drafting a 3-word reply to his boss. He deletes, retypes, and adds a smiling face he doesn't feel. His jaw aches from the tension of performing joy. This is the distortion of tone anxiety. You've lost your voice to a ghost of perception. You treat every chat bubble as a potential heavy conflict, assuming people are ready to push you to the edge. When you over-edit your digital self, you commit a slow act of self-sabotage. You turn the pain inward, hollowing out your true thoughts to feed someone else's ego. You've become a mirror, not a man. Harper waits for a reply that never comes. The 3 dots appear and vanish like a ghost. She feels a hollow void in her stomach, convinced she's crossed a line she didn't even know existed today. Her phone is a cold glass master. She checks it every 60 seconds, a biological toll manifesting as a twitch in her eye. She thinks her value is tied to the speed of a stranger's blue thumbs up. Why are you so easy to rattle? You've outsourced your internal temperature to a device in your pocket. You are a text message hostage because you've traded your dignity for the illusion of contact. Marcus uses emojis as a tactical shield. He's drowning in a severe condition of people-pleasing. If he forgets a heart or a laugh, he feels the cold sweat of a coming social erasure. It's pathetic. He's not being nice, he's being a coward. He's cushioning a world that doesn't care if he falls. His digital mask is so tight it's starting to crush his actual face. He's faded into a smiley icon. Every haha that isn't real is a lie that eats you from the inside. You are training people to love a fiction. When the fiction fails, you'll be left with a hollow void and no one to fill it up. Stop for a second. Ask yourself, when was the last time you sent a text that was purely, brutally honest? Drop a comment below. Acknowledge the weight you're carrying before it crushes your spine.
Olivier's group chat is a snake pit. Every message is a subtle test of loyalty. She feels the phantom weight of other people's drama pressing on her chest, even when she's trying to sleep at night. She's the emotional garbage bin for friends who never ask how she is. She replies with, "I'm so sorry," because she's been pushed to the edge of her own sanity by their endless digital noise and greed. Group chats are the new Colosseum. You are either the spectator or the one being torn apart. By staying in the noise, you are signaling that your time is a free resource for anyone with a thumb. Tyler is on a date, but his phone is vibrating with his ex's demands. He's caught in a heavy conflict of past and present. The blue light is a physical impact on his face, masking his true desire. He can't put the phone face down. He fears a fatal outcome for his social status if he misses one angry vibration. He is a servant to a piece of plastic, a puppet on a string made of fiber optics. This is the erosion of presence. You aren't where your body is. You are trapped in a cloud of digital expectations. You are punishing yourself by being everywhere and nowhere at the same time now. Rachel gets a text from her mother. The guilt is a sharp tug on her gut. She stares at the screen, her thumb hovering. She feels a severe condition of obligation, a biological toll on her system. Family chats are often just a way to distribute shame at high speeds. One C in her seat can trigger a week of internal damage. You are being hunted by the very people who claim to provide shelter. You think your availability is love. It isn't. It's a lack of a boundary. You've become a 24-hour vending machine of attention, and you're wondering why you feel so empty and hollow at the day's end. Chloe saw the read receipt. 2 hours have passed. The silence is a physical impact on her ego. She starts to draft a follow-up, her fingers trembling with the internal damage of feeling unworthy. "Did I say something wrong?" she types. She's begging for a ransom that won't be paid. She's crossed the line to total digital submission, letting someone else's silence dictate her pulse tonight. Silence is the most powerful weapon in the digital arsenal. By reacting to it, you are handing the trigger to your enemy. You are begging to be erased, one unread message at a time. Wake up, Chloe. Look at the palm of your hand. That device isn't an extension of your soul. It's a tool that has turned into a master. You are the resource being mined, and your anxiety is the high-value currency. Ask yourself, who owns your attention right now? If you can't leave a text unanswered for an hour with a cold sweat, you are a slave. Drop a comment. Tell me who has the leash around your neck. We have forgotten the dignity of being unreachable. There is a sacred power in the gap between a question and an answer. When you close that gap too fast, you lose your gravity. You become light.
Samuel works in sales. His phone is a constant, heavy conflict. Clients text him at midnight. He answers. He thinks he's being a hustler. He's actually just a man with a biological toll of stress. By answering at midnight, he's told the world his sleep has no value. He signaled that his boundaries are porous. He's being crushed by a weight he invited into his bedroom with a notification. Your boss doesn't need a reply on a Sunday. They need to know you have a life they can't touch. When you give them 24/7 access, you aren't an asset. You are a floor mat for their digital muddy boots. Consider the emoji, a yellow face meant to convey a depth we are too lazy to write. We use them to soften blows, to lie about our rage, to stay safe. It's a hollow void where truth goes to fade. When you send a LOL while your jaw is clenched, you are committing a minor internal damage. You are betraying your body. Your nervous system knows the truth, even if your thumb is lying to them. Isabella overthinks every punctuation mark. A period is a fatal outcome for her mood. An exclamation point is a temporary reprieve. She is a gambler playing a slot machine of social validation daily. She spends her energy on a fiction of tone. She's hollowing herself out to be the cool girl who's never too much. But she is too much for herself, a heavy conflict of suppressed, raw emotions. The cool girl is just a hostage with a better smile. She is still waiting for the green light to breathe. She is still checking her phone in the shower, a biological toll of constant vigilance. Why are we so scared of being too much? Since when did having an opinion or a boundary become a severe condition? You are hollowing out your soul to fit into a tiny green bubble on someone's screen. What happens if you just don't? What if you leave the message on read? What if you let them think you are angry? The world won't end. A fatal outcome won't occur. You might actually start to exist. Liam feels the phantom vibration. He reaches for his pocket, but the phone is on the table. This is the phantom weight of expectations. His brain is rewired for a heavy conflict that doesn't exist. He is haunted by ghosts of messages. His mind is a hollow void, waiting for the next pestering ping to feel alive. He has outsourced his spark to a lithium battery. He is a shell of a man today. We are becoming ghosts in our own lives. We watch the world through a lens, waiting for the next digital thumbs up to tell us we are allowed to feel good. We are being erased by our own convenience. Take a breath. Feel the lump in your throat. That is the truth trying to speak. It's tired of being filtered through a screen. It's tired of being a resource for people who won't even call you. Comment below. What is the one text you've been dreading to send? Don't send it yet, just name it. Unload the internal damage here in this space. Let the cold sweat of honesty wash over you now.
Let's talk about the typing bubbles. They're the ultimate psychological impact, a tease of a presence. We watch them like a lifeline, our hearts racing, a biological toll of manufactured suspense. We have been conditioned to crave the input of others more than our own reality. We are the architects of our own internal damage, building a cage of seen receipts and delivered notifications. Maya blocks people when she gets overwhelmed. It's not a boundary, it's an explosion. It's a fatal outcome for a relationship because she can't handle the heavy conflict of a simple conversation. Blocking is the nuclear option of the weak. It's a way to avoid the biological toll of standing your ground. It leaves a hollow void on both sides, a severe condition of unresolved digital ghosting. True power is being able to receive a message and feel nothing. To look at the screen and decide that your response is a gift, not a tax. To own your time like it's the only gold you have left. You are not a service. You are not an app. You are a biological entity with a limited number of heartbeats. Every second spent worrying about an emoji is a second you've let be crushed and stolen. Look at the people in your life. Who makes you feel like a hostage? Who makes you check your grammar 3 times? That person is not your friend. They are a guard in the digital prison you built. Reclaim your tone. Stop the smiley face tax. If you aren't smiling, don't send the icon. Let the silence be heavy. Let the period be final. Let your digital presence be a true reflection of your soul. The fear of offending is the fear of being seen. But if you aren't willing to be seen, you are already faded. You've already committed social self-sabotage by hiding behind the wall of polite fiction. This is the deep dive, the recognition of the cage, the realization that the bars are made of glass and glowing light. You are holding the keys in your hands, but you are too scared to turn them. Now we change. We stop being the hostage. We stop being the resource. We become the Dark Empath. We feel the vibration. We understand the need, but we choose our own peace as the ultimate priority. The Dark Empath doesn't ignore feelings. They categorize them. They see the frantic text and they don't catch the fire. They stay cool. They build concrete boundaries that no bubble can penetrate. It starts with the phone. Put it in another room. Feel the phantom weight pull at you. Let it pull. Let the cold sweat come. Sit in the silence until the biological toll starts to fade into power. You are training your brain to be the master. You are telling the lithium ghost that it doesn't own your dopamine.
You are filling the hollow void with your own presence, your own breath, your soul. When you finally answer, do it on your terms. No apologies for the delay. No, I was busy. Just the answer. Your time is not an apology. Your existence is not a severe condition to be managed.
If they get angry, let them. Their anger is their biological toll, not yours. You aren't responsible for the heavy conflict in their head. You are only responsible for the integrity of your own. Grow your fangs. Learn to bite back at the digital noise. I don't check my phone after 7, you say. Watch them recoil. Watch them realize they can no longer push you to the edge of your mind. There is a fierce beauty in a firm boundary. It's an act of love for yourself. It's the end of internal damage. It's the moment you stop being a faded icon and start being a solid, real person again. Reclaim your emojis. Use them when you feel them, or never use them again. Let your words be enough. A man who needs a laughing face to be understood is a man who isn't speaking clearly enough yet. You are breaking the digital leash. You are refusing to be hunted by red numbers and blue lights. You are standing in your own strength, a biological entity that owns its focus and its deep peace. This is catharsis. The phone rings and you don't even look. You are in a conversation with the sun, or a book, or your own thoughts. The ransom has been burnt. You are free from the glass master. The people who truly love you will adapt. The ones who use you will leave. Let them. A hollow void is better than a crowded cage. A severe condition of solitude is better than a digital servitude. You are the architect of your own silence now. You have built a fortress that no seen receipt can shake. You are a dark empath, aware of the world, but anchored in your own unshakable internal sun. Feel the physical impact of your own strength. Your jaw is loose. Your throat is clear. The cold sweat is gone. You have reclaimed your life from the tiny screen. You are finally, truly reachable. You are no longer a resource for the noise. You are the master of the silence that defines you. And that silence is the most dangerous and beautiful thing you will ever own in this digital desert.